I don't want to make videos about Microsoft. I don't desire to crap on what they're creating to yuck their yum, but sometimes they do things that are so stupid that I just have to. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm done. They've already hit the lowest bar with an agentic OS, and I was actually wrong. I was actually incorrect. This is turning into a series, and I don't think this series is good for the world. Welcome to Microsoft Did That Again. So today we're going to look at this. Microsoft admitted that File Explorer is slow and can take longer than usual to load, and they're going to fix it in the Windows 11 update. Okay, very cool. Microsoft is finally addressing this problem that's been going around that you see posted all over the place. Windows Explorer is kind of slow, which is a little bit ridiculous because when you think about it, Windows Explorer is just a GUI wrapper over LS. Like that's what else are you doing in this? Okay, yeah, there's a few other features. I get it, but there's a lot of complicated apps. Showing a file in a directory I refuse to accept it. I don't care what people say. When people say, oh no, trust me, bro, it's really, really complicated. I'm like, no, there's no way it's complicated. You know how I know? Because this thing right here, File Pilot, 2.06 megabytes for the executable size. It's so small that people don't even think it's real. It's so small, in fact, that Windows keeps identifying it as a virus. It can open up the File Explorer in 300 milliseconds, and a portion of that time is purely spent on GL init. No, really, it does. It boots up in literally like 300 milliseconds. The creator was inspired by a little baby-faced Casey Muratori right there. There's a little handmade hero. Oh my gosh. So you can't tell me that it's impossibly hard to write one of these, that people can do it, okay? Just one engineer can do it. So surely Microsoft is going to provide us with an incredible set of details about how they're going to fix this problem. Microsoft plans to preload the File Explorer when you boot your PC. I don't even know what to say to this. Like, honestly, like... Okay. First off, I'm not going to blame the thing that everybody thinks I'm going to blame, okay? Because I'm not going to do it. No, I refuse to accept it. You know why? Because these type of idiotic decisions can't come from something so stupid as an LLM, okay? They don't have the creativity to make this bad of a decision. This kind of decision can only come from an agentic manager, okay? This is somebody who's bought the Kool-Aid, who all eyes are on the prize, and so they just take the weirdest shortcuts to make things work, because this is not an engineering solution. You cannot tell me this is an engineering solution. I refuse to believe that you need to have a background worker to show a set of files. It's not real. Microsoft, this can't be real. But Microsoft decided not to stop there with its updates. It's decided that it's going to make the next greatest update ever. You know that old program, Notepad? Yeah, you know that one that no one really liked? Tab indenting was 8 spaces. And hey, you just used it when you got to use it, okay? We all edited in any file from time to time in Notepad. Not a big deal. Well, Microsoft decided, you know what you need in Notepad? You need tables, okay? We need to have the ability to have tables. Ask literally nobody ever, but Notepad would like to deliver that to you, but Notepad said, wait a second, okay? There's so much more room in this bad boy. They're going to fit streaming AI results in here. Is that right? I mean, they actually... I just get so frustrated thinking about this. They actually are going to make Notepad into an AI. Yes, the program that probably has not been updated since Windows 95 has decided this year they're going to start running with it. They're going to make the next Obsidian competitor by making it Microsoft version of it. Notepad, this is the new Notepad++, okay? Not the old Notepad++, the new Notepad, all right? This one is going to be used to monetize people. I swear you're going to need a Notepad subscription here within a year. It's going to feel horrible. Imagine opening up Notepad and getting hit with a, hey, would you like to log into OneDrive first? No, please. When will the beating stop? But I do actually have some pretty incredible news in all of this. I think Microsoft has so thoroughly fumbled the bag that something magical has happened. Look at this. It took 8 years to go from 1% to 2%. By pray tell, what are they talking about? This is internet desktop traffic from Linux machines. In 2021, it got up to 2%. By 2023, we are up to 3%. By 2024, we are up to 4%. In June this year, 5%, over 5% in the United States of America has officially used Linux. as their desktop browsing experience. This is a milestone, people. Okay, I understand normies are never going to be using Linux, okay, or most normies, okay, grandmas out there, they're just not installing Arch, okay. Even I know Omachi makes it easy. They're still not the target market, but nonetheless, we're seeing in real time, we're seeing a shift happening. Is Microsoft's inability to write a file explorer / their nonstop desire to shove AI into everything the cause of it? Is it Apple's inability to somehow design nice looking things now? Who would have guessed that would have happened in the ever marching expensiveness of their products? Or is Linux actually just that good these days? Is it actually happening without billions upon billions of dollars and thousands of engineers working on it simultaneously, nonstop, 24/7? The year of the Linux desktop was always kind of a joke, a little bit of a meme. Maybe it's not. Hey, I hope you liked this video. I really was I was very excited about yapping about it, and I'm very excited again. Just want to say a special thank you. Thank you for, getting me there. That million, so close. We are like 45,000 out from a million, okay? That's a big number. I get an M and a gold plaque, and my wife might finally respect me. Anyways, like, subscribe, the name. This is the Primogen.